Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. Guys, today we're continuing our series to get ready for the talent event with another Goblin character review, which is going to be Sergeant Pigwald. Today, one of the strongest DPS for the Goblin faction without a single doubt. When he snipe with the crits, his damage is incredible. I've seen him take like almost 5% from Solius HP in tier 8 raid. This is ridiculous how strong this character can be when he get to snipe. Sadly, he is very easy to kill, which take a little bit away from him, but that does not take away the fact that he is one of the greatest sniper in Dragon Champion. So we're gonna take a look at this characters today. We're gonna take a look at his skills, which skills to get to level 6, also in how do you play this character in gameplay in the raid arena, and then we're gonna take a look at the stats for his runes and artifact, which what we shall be focusing on with General Murdoch lead. We'll always take that in consideration. So that is the plan for today. But before we get into that, guys, if you are new to the games or if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code STARCO to get $10 worth of free stuff. To do so, it is very simple. You go in settings, you go in use promo code, and you enter the word STARCO, STARKO. You press OK and you will receive $10 worth of free stuff, which include the 500 dragons and 250,000 gold, which will help you a lot in progressing in the game as early as possible. So guys, promo code STARCO for awesomeness. Now with that said, let's jump into the roster here. Let's go in the Goblin faction and let's take a look at my boy Sergeant Pigwald, a huge sniper here. And apparently they changed how power works here, because damn, that is crazy, the power here. We are on a test server, so that might actually means nothing at all right now. It's just wow. Well, let's take a look at the other one. Yeah, it looks like they did definitely change how power work on the test server. Well, I guess we're gonna see that when the next update comes out. I'm just like, what the hell? That's what was at the first 38,000. That's a lot of power for this guy. Anyway, don't pay attention to the power right now, guys. This is just the early a test server thing. Okay, so we're gonna start with the skills, guys. First skill is the passive ability Ballistic. Increase physical damage by 30%, an additional 5% for each living goblin in the party, which is actually very huge. And if you don't get this ability to level 6, pretty much you lose 30% physical damage from a full goblin party. So definitely this ability is gonna be very important to get to level 6. And then we have Rocket Strike. Deal 260% of physical damage to the two enemies with the lowest health. If this ability kills an enemy, it cooldown instantly. Wow, I cannot really say that word, sorry guys. If you remove that to level 5, you still get the 260% damage. You just lose that, and honestly in the raid you're rarely gonna kill something, so I think level 5 with this ability is perfectly fine. And then we have the second ability is Lock and Load. Sergeant Pigwald charge for 2 turns, increasing damage by 3 times. This effect cannot be prevented or remove, and if you drop that, see level 5, it's 2.70 time. So this ability is going to be very important to get to level 6 without a single down. And then the last ability, Pig Shot, deal 250% physical damage to enemy. If the target is below 50%, deal 210% physical damage instead. And if we drop this ability to level 5, for example, we lose so much damage, like 200% of damage or 250% damage instead of 250 and 310. So I think this ability is going to be somewhat important to get to level 6. Now The priority here is going to be pretty simple. Ability that is the most important to get to level 6 is this one. If you only have one ability, you can get to level 6 on Sergeant Pigwald. It's gonna be ballistic. Now this ability, like we said, level 5, it's totally fine, so we're not gonna worry about this one. This one, level 6, second most important skill to get to level 6, so you can get the increased damage by 3 times, which is actually 300% increased damage, which is crazy. It's like getting a critical hit of 300%. Plus, if you actually get a critical hit and you have, for example, 200% critical damage, well, that's like taking a 200, it's like 1000% increased damage here. That's why this guy is so OP. And then you have this ability. It's going to be the third most important ability to get to level 6, so you get that 50 or 60% damage increase, definitely. So this is how this character's ability works. Well, how you want to level up this character ability. Now, how do you want to play this character? It's simple. Use this skill on cooldown. That is the most important. Now, if the target is above 50%, you will want to use this ability on cooldown. If the target is below 50%, you ignore the 6 skills and just snipe with this ability, and that's pretty much how it's gonna work. I know you can hit 2 targets with this one, but you can do so much more damage on Solius with this one. Now, obviously, if the guy around Solius, for example, in a raid, have the taunt on, you're gonna ignore the basic ability and it's gonna do this ability, so in case you can actually get some extra damage on Solius, obviously, but most of the time it's just if Solius is below 50% and you don't have the taunt on either Darian or Little Betty, you're going to be using this skill and ignore the third skill at this point. But if the target is above 50% health, the 6 skills is going to do not the 6 skills, but the third skill is going to do more damage. But very important, guys, every 2 turns you want to use this ability. The first 2 turns it's not available, takes 2 turns to charge initially, but after that you use this ability on cooldown because it will give you such crazy damage. Now, if we go with the runes, obviously critical chance is going to be very, very important with this characters. You want to get your critical chance above 50%. If you can see here we have 61%, so we're going to go through all this ability and show why we have such great critical chance. So the first primary, we have speed. Obviously speed. You want to get this guy to get his first, second skill on as early as possible, so getting him to through its first 2 turns as fast as possible is kind of important. So speed is going to be very important, and after that critical chance, and critical chance. You don't care about potency on this guy, so it's going to be critical chance. So the 2 most important stats here on this guy is going to speed and critical chance, and you can see here speed, critical chance as secondary. Then on the stout runes, you can go with either critical chance or critical damage depending on what you want to focus on. Personally, I went with critical damage, and when you're gonna see artifact is critical chance, but if you do the opposite, you will want to go critical chance here and then critical damage artifact to get as much critical damage as you can, because you get a critical hit plus that crazy critical damage plus that 3 times damage from the actual second skill. It just gives you so much damage. So you want to create a critical hit as often as possible, but also want to have additional damage from critical chance. You can see here from critical damage, and you can see here we have some critical chance. We are missing speed on this rune, but that's totally fine. Here we have speed, critical chance, some damage. Sadly, we have a great potency rune secondary stat here, which is totally useless. Here you want to go damage as primary on the northwest with critical chance and speed as much as possible. So you can see this pattern here. Speed, critical chance is the 2 stats we care the most about this character's as secondary stats. And then here first primary is speed, second primary is critical damage, and third primary is damage. If we look at the speed of this characters, we are around 197. If you can reach 200, it's optimal. 197, it's actually pretty damn solid on this character. So 61% critical chance, 181% critical damage. We have physical damage is 3795 and speed 197, so a pretty solid stat. And if we look at the artifact, we have a critical chance artifact, actually not leveled that far. Usually I level them to at least 4 stars, but see, we have 61% critical chance with that. Now if we actually fully level that, we get 10%, but normally I get those artifacts to 4 stars on the test server, so normally we'll have 63% critical chance. And you can see his HP is very low. Even with artifact HP on artifact, we are still at 18,150 HP, so definitely survivability is an issue on this characters. But with the fact that it does so much damage, I think having low survivability on this characters is actually very important, because if he can survive too much, he's just gonna snipe your whole team like nothing. So very important for this character to be squishy. And you can actually find these characters in down with order 5, 6, Rage of the Clan 4, 9, and you can find him for Dracwins in the market. And it's actually something I need to cover a little bit more when I talk about those characters, is where to find them. Now, next thing we're going to do with these characters is we're going to showcase some arena and tier 8 raid gameplay, so you guys can see them in action a little bit more. So let's jump in arena here. Obviously, we are planning to get our ass kicked in arena without a single doubt, so let's have some fun here. We're gonna replace, which one? Let's replace this one with Pigwald here. So Goblin, here we go, and Mr. Pigwald. So that's gonna be the team we're gonna go with in arena. You can see he's gonna die very fast. He's not a arena character, but people ask me to showcase those characters I review in arena, so they can see if they are a possibility or not. So we're gonna be showcasing that really fast in this video. So you can see he is very squishy. He's already taking a beating pretty damn fast. So we're gonna start with attacking this guy. I'm not expecting to last long enough to actually be able to do anything good, but we're still gonna try to do some damage here. Usually he dies on the first turn, but apparently today he survived a little bit longer. We got the town, so that's definitely gonna be helpful, hopefully. But what's gonna be important here is to see the damage we're gonna have at the end of this fight, pretty much. I think that's gonna be what's gonna be very important. Now we have blindness on him, which is totally fine. We don't have a choice to actually use an attack, so we're just gonna go with that. Hopefully we can survive till we can actually use that that charge ability, but I don't think we're gonna be able to be honest, because he is getting you know, yeah, see, that's the point with the survivability. He lacks survivability. He can do pretty solid damage, but once we reach the point of having him surviving a crazy hit, it's pretty much game over, which totally sucks, obviously. Now they're gonna finish me up pretty fast. I thought I was gonna die there, but apparently they want to take their time to kill me. I kind of want to see, kind of want to showcase the damage he did without even having his second skill that go up. And that's another reason why he's not very good in the arena, guys. It's that you cannot get that second skill going. He still did 23,000 damage without having his, you know, his huge buff going. So I guess it's not so bad, but he could have done much better, obviously. Okay, so next, guys, we're gonna be jumping into tier 8 raid, so guild raid here. Let's launch this raid and let's showcase tier 8 raid really fast with this character. So we're gonna be showcasing him against August, because that's where most people will use him. So this is the team that most people will use with their goblin, which is actually perfect for raid, obviously. And you can see new loading screen. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that on this video, but you can see them. That's coming with the next update at the end of September, by the way, guys. Hopefully I'm not gonna get in trouble doing this video. So we're actually gonna do that on manual today. Usually I do my gameplay here on autoplay, but I kind of want to do it on manual today. So hopefully we get the talent here. No, we did not, so that is definitely not a great start. Hopefully they are not going to start sniping my my Pigwald, because that will go really bad if they start doing that. Well, we dodged big abilities, so that was definitely really useful here. Now you can see we do have the taunt on both side characters, so that is definitely not a great start, but we're gonna do a charge here. We're gonna try to at least take one out if we can. That'll be great. So one taunt out, that's done. Now let's see if we can get the other one out. If not, that does not matter, because we're still gonna be able to do some damage. Now it says that you see, this effect cannot be prevented or removed, so I'm quite interested to see if we're still gonna get damage here. No, so you still can pretty much get you still can miss. The blind is still gonna work on you, which definitely totally sucks. Now we're gonna get done with this goddamn taunting. So annoying, so freaking annoying. But now this ability is about to get removed, so we should probably use them at this point, but we want to see some damage. So you see the damage was actually pretty solid here. Almost sniped this guy, which was what we were trying to do. Now we're gonna recharge that ability, obviously, to try to do a little bit more damage. We're gonna get blind again on the next turn, probably, unless we dodge it, which is gonna totally suck. But that's gonna be part of the pattern here, obviously, against Solius. So here we got the blind, so we cannot do much attack here. We're just going to do the basic ability anyway. We're going to do the basic ability anyway, and we kind of want to see how much it's going to snipe for on the next time we actually get to use it, obviously. So it is coming. We still have the ability available, so let's see. We got crits for 76,000, so you can see what I was talking about, that this ability does crazy damage. When you get those crits, it is freaking ridiculous. So now what I want to do is time this ability with, try to time it with you know, the how we call it, the blind. So we're gonna be skipping this time around. We're gonna wait one turn to use that again. We're just gonna use that. You can see still 3600, 26,000 damage, so still pretty solid. Now we got the slow, so I guess we shall use it the previous turn. But as you can see, we're doing pretty solid damage here. So now we're gonna charge. We're gonna get blind, and then we're gonna get back to doing some damage here in a minute. I know I should not be using all those good ability, but I'm having some fun here. Okay, so now hopefully he will not die here. The taunt will stay on. We will not get targeted, so we can actually do some extra damage. Hopefully. Yeah, so now we're charging again. I want to make sure we get to fully charge here. And then we are going to try to go bananas with this ability. I might actually die here. Let's see. No, we get the sides. We should be getting the next attack with him, which should be quite a good amount of damage. So we're gonna go with the third skill here, and you can see we just sniped the side guys. That was actually quite crazy, and that's what these characters can actually do. It gives you such crazy damage there, but at this point it will always be one of the fastest one to actually die, because he's just so squishy. But if you can actually get more snipe attacks done, I call it snipe because it's like if you're shooting with a sniper, does crazy damage. If we can get more snipe damage with him, we can actually get you know, 20% plus damage with these characters, which is pretty awesome. Well, with this game we still did 16%, almost 16%, which is pretty solid. You can see here he's like most of the damage here. 408,000 damage. You saw those two new characters, those two Simmons, Little Betty and Darian just came up full shield. Little Betty was one shot, and the other Darian was left with like 2% HP. This is how crazy this character damage can be when you actually get an amazing snipe. So this is one of the strongest eating character in the game, one of the squishes too, but if you can get his pattern going in a raid, this character can do amazing damage. So definitely a very strong character, guys. So hopefully you guys, this video will help you in building and playing this character properly and getting him ready for the talent event, hopefully. And guys, once the talent event gets released on Wednesday, we're gonna have a video covering our goblin team that's actually going to be doing that. The goblin team we're actually going to be using for that event is going to be, let me see, is going to be General Murdoch lead with Dr. Frank, Gorham, Atom, and Surgeon Pigwald. This is the team we're going to be using. The only characters that's not farmable in this team, actually he's actually farmable, is Dr. Frank. So everything in this team is going to be free to play friendly. General Murdoch, you recruit him with a full demon team, which most people have right now, and then you have Dr. Frank from Down of the Order, and then all those characters are actually easily farmable. So this is a free-to-play friendly team, so that's the team we're going to be using in a few days. We're still going to be reviewing all the characters in this list, guys, so Major Shot, Amara, and Allure are still coming next in the next few days. But yes, the team we're really going to be focusing on is General Murdoch lead with Dr. Frank, Goran, Pigwald, and Atom for the talent event. And we did review every single one of those characters already. You just can check the description down below, check the goblin playlist, guys, or check the top right corner of this video where the cards are, and you are gonna be able to see the playlist for all the goblin characters, and more goblin will be added to that playlist as we review them. So thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for our daily Dragon Champion video and daily Dragon Champion live stream. We stream with Dragon Champion 7 p.m. Pacific time every single night, well, 99% of the time at least. So make sure to check out the stream and come chill with us and see what tips I have to share during those live stream, obviously. Also, guys, if you could drop a like on this video, that will be awesome, because that pretty much tells YouTube that this video should be shared with more people, and that brings more view to the channel, obviously. So a like button, always appreciate, guys. So thank you for watching. You all enjoyed your time playing Dragon Champion, guys, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you.